As an individual that has been very, very concerned about the well-being of others, within my travels, I've had the opportunity to see life in such a new scope. And homelessness, the unhoused, is something that has really, really struck my interest. Now, oddly enough, I've ran into situations where I haven't had a stable place to live, which makes me that much more compassionate now. I believe you have to step into the shoes to be able to understand that much more, which is exactly why I feel things have happened to me the way that they have. Now, when you see how many people are struggling on the streets, going through their own turmoil, I realized within my own personal professional experience in real estate, housing someone is only the beginning. There's so much psychological, psychiatric components to it that I didn't even realize would hit so hard when you're trying to work with these individuals to provide just the essentials for them. Yet here we are in the process. And we continue to make the efforts to have a positive, universal impact. Cloud Arts Real Estate. Continues on the journey. The lives of whom I've had the privilege of crossing paths with. So enlightening. A true blessing. This is how we unite our universe. Much love. Big hug.
Yep. You know, it's crazy because that's been sitting there for ever since it's been like 4 months since I've been out here, and that's looked the same. Actually, it's gotten worse. Me? Oh, the city, right? I guess we gotta call them up. Cause I don't know. I remember. I think I talked to you once before. It was about how they're gonna just tear all this place down, and then they're gonna build some kind of apartments or something.
That's over on Nashville and 39.
Oh.
Here, the townhouse is down. They can't get them fixed. They can't fix them up. They tear them down.
Yeah. Well, I see that there's a lot. They're building a lot of them out here. Like there's a lot of construction going on. I wonder if that has a lot to do with people just finding good prices out here. I wonder what's happening with these lots over here.
As an individual that has been very, very concerned about the well-being of others, within my travels, I've had the opportunity to see life in such a new scope. And homelessness, the unhoused, is something that has really, really struck my interest. Now, oddly enough, I've ran into situations where I haven't had a stable place to live, which makes me that much more compassionate now. I believe you have to step into the shoes to be able to understand that much more, which is exactly why I feel things have happened to me the way that they have. Now, when you see how many people are struggling on the streets, going through their own turmoil, I realized within my own personal professional experience in real estate, housing someone is only the beginning. There's so much psychological, psychiatric components to it that I didn't even realize would hit so hard when you're trying to work with these individuals to provide just the essentials for them. Yet here we are in the process. And we continue to make the efforts to have a positive, universal impact.
Martin, you're still homeless in Austin.
13 years.
13 years.
Every 13 years, August 8th. However, the first time I met you, as we were talking before the camera came on, I was in a bad way. I couldn't even finish your interview. I tried to kill myself. I've gotten help. I received Social Security supplemental income.
Yeah.
And I am on a program here in Austin. There are two foundations, the Other One Foundation and ECHO, Ending Community Homelessness Outreach and Organization. They do a survey called the ECHO survey, and I'm chronically homeless, so I'm at the top of the list, which means I'm somewhere between 1 and 30.
What's your name?
My name's Katie. They call me Katie.
Okay. How old are you?
29.
29?
Yeah.
Are you homeless?
Yeah, I am.
How long have you been homeless?
I've been off and on since I was 16 years old. Yeah.
How did that happen?
I had a kind of like a mom that had like mental issues, you know, and was avoiding it. I was getting beat. So I just try to avoid it little by little, and I come back, and I leave for a month, and I come back, and then it just.
That was because of what?
Because my mom, like, she'd be abusive to us, you know, and then I was tired of it. Yeah, in a sense, I had a job at the time though, you know, so it was kind of, I thought I was grown.
A little bit.
No, I lost it right away the first week.
Oh, you did the first week?
Yeah, because I didn't know how to manage it.
Did you have to go back home after that?
Yeah, but then for like 2 weeks, and after that, it just began off from there because I went to prison, and then I got out and I was homeless. So it's just been from there.
Oh wow, what'd you go to prison for?
For violation of probation, but that case was possession of guns and ammunition.
Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Ronald Davis. I've been on the street for about a year and a half now. Well, I come from the suburbs. Life, you know, which is rough. And I mean, I done slept in Lower Wacker, I done slept on the bridges, I done slept in little cardboard boxes and stuff, you know, just surviving, especially in the wintertime is the hardest time. And like, I go to fill out applications for a job and stuff. They look at me, you know, I'm not looking presentable, and then we'll call you, leave a number. But how can I leave a number when I don't have a phone? So it's just a struggle out here, you know. I just, you know, from day to day, people, you know, I come out here and panhandle with my cup. Right here at the Metro train station, people come off, bringing me sandwiches and stuff like this here. And I start out in the morning about 6 o'clock. You know, sometimes I don't even have enough to go to the flop house. You know, sometimes the flop house is a cheap place, and they number 16 for 24 hours right over there on Clark and Van Buren. And a lot of times I don't have enough money for that, so I had to end up sleeping in the park or on one of these benches downtown or something like this. And then the security guards come and run you off about 5 or 6 in the morning. So by 6 o'clock I started panhandling and trying to survive. And like I said before, some days I don't even have enough to get a room, so I just sleep on the street. But I depend on the people that's coming off the train, because most of them I give them respect. You know, most of them like me. They come out and give me clothes and food and stuff like this here, so I can survive. Give me a few bucks and everything, and I add it up at the end of the day and get me a little room for the night.
Instead, they endorse what's called a housing first approach. Denver's homeless problem is showing no signs of slowing. Nearly 28,000 people are accessing homelessness services in the city.
Homelessness is rapidly rising in Colorado.
Los Angeles is now coming together to confront the greatest moral and humanitarian crisis of our time.
Welcome to today's video, where we shine a light on one of America's most pressing issues, homelessness. In this video, we'll delve into the staggering statistics, the harsh realities faced by those without homes, government and community efforts to combat homelessness, and most importantly, the solutions and ways you can make a difference.
Homelessness in this country. From the beginning, we planned to show how much the problem has grown, but even we were shocked by the scale of the epidemic in the places we visited. The homeless are not just a problem in rich economic hubs like San Francisco, but also in dying post-industrial cities, in college towns, even in rural areas.
This part of the research is entailing. So I've been living out of my truck. The truck itself has been a blessing. Thoughts through my mind have been to park the truck somewhere and take off with my two dogs and be completely bare on the street. Encountering whatever the weather has to offer. Not there yet. This is the third month within the state of Colorado, in Colorado Springs, of the research. It all started October of 2020. And I have to say, it's been the most enlightening experience of my life. Compassion will never leave my heart. What I've seen already so far is extraordinary. And the chaos and sadness is abundantly clear. But keeping that optimistic mind, I use the word extraordinary.
In America, today, there are over 500,000 people experiencing homelessness, and these numbers are on the rise. Homelessness is a diverse issue, impacting individuals and families from all walks of life.
This journey with me. They themselves are rescues. So, to them, this is technically living a life. Much better off than anything they were going to encounter. Being on the streets without me. Without each other, actually. My boy at last over there. Now we're going to put him down. He was being way too violent. So, the fact that he's living on the road with me is at least life. A great one now, much better than what he was enduring. Then Falcor. Of course, my boy over there is at last, also known as Rambo. This is the beginning, aka Falcor. They said he was 5, but he's really about 8. And, such a sweetheart. Chow Chow mix. He's more of a mix than Chow Chow, because he's quite friendly, actually. Very independent, but he loves to be greeted, and he loves to go and greet.
But what leads to homelessness? It can be triggered by various factors, from job loss and eviction to mental health challenges and the soaring cost of housing. It's a complex issue with no single cause. Living on the streets is a daily struggle. Imagine not knowing where your next meal will come from or where you'll find shelter for the night. Homeless individuals face these harsh realities every day. The toll on mental and physical health is immense. Homelessness exacerbates existing health conditions and often leads to new ones.
So as energized as I normally am, I feel like I'm going in slow motion on many occasions, yet still making tremendous progress. Because as I mentioned, the eye-opening experience that I'm living will never be forgotten. I can only imagine what it's like for those that barely have a choice.
No need.